We're speaking with Kelvin Cech, the assistant head coach with the Vancouver NW Giants here at the Richmond Oval. You guys are taking on the Canadians in the preseason tonight. So it's a preseason game. How important is it?
Well, it's very important for the players who are trying out for the team on both sides. Everybody's trying to show what they can do, as is normal for this time of year. So, it's really important for us to be able to see what each player can do and what they bring to the table. And, you need a variety in the kind of players that you have that are going to make the team in the long run. So, yeah, that's generally what you're looking for, is just what each player brings to the table.
Now, obviously, it's been, I don't know if it's been a long off season for you guys, but tell us a bit about your off season, Kelvin. Did you manage to get a chance to take a break? Because I think last season was kind of a challenging one in terms of players not being healthy, and also just the length of the season as well. So maybe
Right.
tell us a little bit about your off season.
Right. Well, it was a longer off season than we were accustomed to the last few years. Losing in the first round of the playoffs there against Victoria, which was pretty tough and pretty painful. But for myself personally, and actually I think it runs through most of the players and the guys moving on. When you have a situation like that, the off season just it seems that much longer. So but tried to get over it and tried to look at what we needed to do better this year. And with the new players we've got coming in, we'll have quite a few veterans coming back as well. So I don't think anyone's going to forget. Even though the off season was so long, I don't think anyone's going to forget anytime soon what that felt like.
Speaking of veterans, you yourself, Kelvin, have put in quite a few years with this organization as well. Which season is this for you now?
This is my fourth season with the team.
All right, and obviously the goal, I would assume, is to make it the TELUS Cup. What other goals would you say you guys have for this upcoming season?
Right. Well, one of our biggest goals right now is just to get off to a good start. Like you said earlier, we had a lot of injuries last year, and a lot of guys who, just for whatever reason, kids were sick and kids missed games and things like that. So we really want to be organized early this year. We're going through our evaluation process quickly and talking to as many players as we can and getting as many players prepared either for our team, for our season, or the teams they're going to. So yeah, in the immediate future, we want to be ready to go, and come that Kelowna tournament in the middle of September, we want to be organized and have a firm game plan underneath us, and then after that we want to go to Calgary again, and we want to, we were so close last year with a team that probably shouldn't have gone as far as we did. So we feel like we've got some unfinished business there. And then, like you said, every midget AAA team in the country wants to win the TELUS Cup, but ultimately that's what's in the back of your mind when it's, a Wednesday in the middle of November and kids are working out and they're sore and tired. But that's what hockey's all about. It's a marathon and not a sprint, and that's what we're looking forward to.
And you mentioned earlier as well, Kelvin, that there are several veterans that might be coming back to this team. What would you say to those veterans in terms of being here versus having possibly been moved up to juniors or another league?
Right. Well, every player is different. Every player is on a different path. We've got some kids that graduated to the BCHL last year, playing in their 17-year-old years, as 98s. A couple kids that are moving on to the WHL. But really for the kids that are here, it's just to be, 100% emotionally invested in this team and the here and now. And, when you think too much about the future, you lose focus on what's immediately in front of you, and it makes life and it makes your job as a hockey player a lot more difficult. And with those guys coming back, with the leadership we've got and some of the characters we've got coming back, we're hardly thinking about, obviously it's our job to get these players to the next level, but they do such a good job of committing to the here and now that, it happens naturally.
Well said, Kelvin. And speaking of the present, tonight, a game against the Canadians, so good luck, and we'll see what happens, this season. Thank you.
Thanks very much, KP.